Hello, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Donna.
We're here sharing what we've learned as women, entrepreneurs, and moms.
All while rocking our curves with confidence.
It's a behind-the-scenes look at our lives and businesses.
And a chance to tell our younger selves, go do the things that scare you. Okay, let's have a very uncomfortable conversation. Oof. But it's one that, we deal with so much.
Uncomfortable because I have cramps right now? No.
Uncomfortable for Jim, who has to edit this, and he's going to be like, blah, 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 blah.
When you messaged me, I was dying. I'm like, oh my God, I think it's perfect. And
it is so perfect.
I was shocked. Honestly, I don't know.
Let's talk about sex. No, let's not talk about sex. Let's talk about,
that too.
Periods.
And everything around it.
Not from hockey. That's the only time you hear guys talk about periods. Otherwise, they're like, run.
Unfortunately, I talk about it in my house.
You got lots of boys in your house.
Yeah. I tell them, hey, mom needs a timeout the next couple of days, or don't come near mom for the next 2 days because I just want to lie on the couch and do nothing. Leave me alone. I have struggled with not having my period for a long time. I was so good. I think I've had we talked about it before, but I've had my period probably since I was 12. I'm thinking it was young. I had my period young. And I remember when I got it, it was horrible.
That's grade 7.
Yeah. I remember I was in the back of my parents' Aerostar. We were driving to Leon's Furniture in Burlington, and I could feel this weird pain. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God,
I'm dying.
I know. And I remember getting it then, and it was always been the same. Consistent. And probably in the last 3 years.
Remember going to the library and watching the videos? We went to the library to watch the videos about getting your period.
I don't remember them. I do not remember.
It was a dark, dingy library, and they put that projector thing on, and everyone's sitting there quiet as a freaking mouse because nobody wants to have this conversation. Or
I don't remember that.
No. Probably you did because you knew that sitting there seeing that you were
probably
not
had
dying.
It already, and I was like, okay, I already know what this is about, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. It's a scary thing, right? When you're little.
Ugh, it is the worst. Yeah. It is the worst thing. I freaking hated it. I have been period free for, I was trying to think, I'm 56. Really? I want to say it's 4 years now. Oh, and let me tell you, freedom.
Oh man, I thought I was there.
Best freaking thing.
I thought I was there. I hadn't had a period since December, and then September, a month ago, right before we started doing this, I was like, what is that pain in the middle of the night? And then I was like, oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. And I actually think I messaged my girlfriend, and I'm like, guess what? We hit 10 months. And she was like, fuck, now you got to start again. I'm like, damn it.
No.
And then I got it this week.
So frustrating.
So I don't
Well,
think
the irregularity, irregularity, thank you very much, words. That's a good sign because that means it's petering out.
I know, but it comes back with a vengeance, man.
It's the worst. Freaking what was God thinking with this one?
I haven't had cramps like this since I was a kid. I was like, I literally the other night, in the middle of the night, I was like, got up and I'm like, my back is killing. I'm like, do I have appendicitis? I'm like, what is this pain? And I'm like, it can't be. It cannot be. Went to the bathroom, nothing. I'm like, okay, I'm delusional. I went, took Advil. Then I woke up and went to the bathroom. I'm like, oh no, I was not delusional. And it was yesterday. And I just what the?
And I just feel weak and nauseous and
But I did go to the gym. I was like, I'm not going to go to the gym
because it's good for you.
Yeah.
To do that running or biking or something to get.
I wasn't going to go, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go and do it, and then maybe I'll feel good. And then I felt great, and my cramps kind of subsided for the day. And then I kind of lazed around this yesterday afternoon, and then I was like, oh my God, what the hell? So I don't know.
Good on you for going to the gym.
Thanks, man. I felt good after I went.
You remember a horrible, horrible period? One that really sticks out in your head?
I've had a few of them. Mine have never been easy.
I remember, no, I was studying for a CGA exam. Oh. CGA became CPA, so that's why, anyways. And it was our first house in Windsor. And I was in the backyard. I had a big blanket out, and I was laying there studying. And it was the worst pain. It was so intensely bad. and just thought I literally thought I was dying. And I don't know, looking back, if maybe I was having a miscarriage and just didn't know it.
Oh, maybe.
But it could be that, or it could just been a really, really bad period. And I don't know. But like that is the intensity that they get. It's horrible. So.
I see like even like we were talking about this the other day, my parents and I said I would rather have given birth than a gallbladder attack. Sometimes I think the birth was easier than although there were C-sections, but I'm just like, the pain for me, like I get these crazy cramps, my stomach isn't right, and the week before for me is horrendous. I think I gain like 10 pounds of fluid, I get these crazy ass migraines, and I'm just like the bitchiest person. I'm like,
hormonal changes is just insane.
I never thought I was, but then I started recognizing I do have changes. I remember, my mom was like, take a Midol. Like, did you ever take Midol?
I had a prescription. I remember having a prescription for something because it was so bad. And then I remember being in my late 40s and I got this prescription. I went to a OBGYN lady, and I can't remember the name of the drug, but it had an X in it. I remember the X. And it made your periods stop.
What?
Yeah. It was a special kind of
I had an IUD put in.
And it made your periods stop. And I remember taking it and like it working like a charm.
Really?
But I kept thinking in the back of my head, okay, I know periods are nature's way of getting rid of stuff.
I know,
and
right?
Is this healthy? Like, is this...
Yeah.
Am I messing with nature? Am I going to give myself ovarian cancer? Like, right? Because you're not getting rid of stuff that... So I would take it like 1 month and then I wouldn't take it the next. And then I wouldn't take it the next if it was okay. Like, okay was okay, but like that, when you go through like a super tampon and a maxi pad, like every half hour, it's like, okay, like this just needs to stop. This is just not right.
Do you,
but I was like, that was my magic pill. But I never
even heard of that.
Yeah.
Mine was IUD. I had an IUD put in after Lucas and it stopped my periods. But then I remember feeling like I was always...
What does it stop them?
The one I took had a hormone attached to it, but I remember just always feeling like I was pregnant. Like I was always like, am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? I felt like,
and your boobs ache.
That's what I said last week. Remember we were here and I'm like, my boobs feel huge. And then the other day I went and leaned on the table and I was like, what the hell, man? It was so painful. And then I was like, I gotta be getting it. I said, I have to. And then when I got it the other night, I was like, ugh. It's horrible. Like right now, I just I feel like I want to just go to bed and I want a heating pad and I want to watch Housewives of everything and eat some chocolate and like do all this stuff and like and the other thing for me is sugar. Like I want sugar around my period, but I think it's because I'm tired. And I should probably
sugar 24/7.
Well, I did. I had a piece of pecan pie, and then we went to Kelly's Bake Shop. Oh my God, have you been to Kelly's Bake Shop?
I want to say I have, but
there was one in Burlington.
Been in the parking lot.
There was one in Burlington. Yeah, but they closed Burlington, right?
Yeah, they moved though.
They're moving just a little bit north of it. So I went to the one in Oakville the other day. I said, Paul, I want a cookie with icing on it. I want like a cookie with lots of icing. Maybe that's why I want a cookie with icing on it. But I got this creme brulee cookie. It was delicious, and then we got like a pumpkin shortbread with it was delicious. But
I have to say, something that's making me super sad lately is that I really noticed. When I eat too much sugar, it really makes me feel icky.
I know.
And
I'm the
like,
same.
I just got to power through that.
You say that, and I feel the same exactly. I'm like, I'm going to eat it, and then I eat it after. I'm like, why did I eat it?
I had like 3 of those little chocolate bars, the Halloween chocolate bars.
I don't have any.
And I felt so gross after. I'm like, Donna, do better.
Yeah. You got to eat those bars that you told me about. The coconut ones from Costco you told me about.
Oh, yeah.
Those would be Unwell. I saw them.
What they're called.
I saw them
they
the other
make
day.
you feel well.
Yeah.
They need to change that
we
name.
need a whole jar of those right now.
They just need to hide that N. Like, you well.
I remember. Do you ever remember? I remember. Okay, so my mom was always like a maxi pad woman, right? Like they're always like, you need a max pad, and I'm like, what about
with
tampon?
Newspaper in the bathroom? I remember there was always newspaper in the bathroom, and it was so messy.
No.
And yeah, then you wrap everything up in newspaper and
No.
everybody know, and like your hands get all dirty.
I know.
Yeah.
My mom was always like, oh, I go use tampon. Oh no, I wouldn't use a tampon. I remember my girlfriend using a tampon. I'm like, hey, I wanted to go swimming. Like, I remember wanting to go swimming, and I'm like, I can't go swimming. I go,
Afraid you're gonna attract sharks.
yeah. Oh no. In the Brookdale pool, I was like, oh, the sharks. But I was like, she's like, you can go. I'm like, why? She goes, use a tampon. And I remember the first time inserting a tampon, and I just left the whole thing in there. And it was like
with the wrapper.
No.
Okay, not the whole thing.
Okay, not the wrapper. I took the wrapper off, but it was like the cardboard, whatever, applicator and everything.
Yeah.
And then the whole time I was in the pool, I'm like, this is really uncomfortable. And I'm like, well, now I know why. But after that, I use tampons all the time.
And how do you teach someone to do that? It's really difficult.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, it is.
But
and it's very uncomfortable to put them in.
I probably and this is a social media influence, 100%. But I bought myself a few pairs of Nick's underwear, and those are like a lifesaver if I have like a heavy flow. I'm like, first couple days I wear those and I kind of feel like I'm safe and secure. I'm like, I'm good to go if anything comes around. But
hilarious story about that. So I have a group of high school girlfriends and we go away together once a year. So one year we went down to Florida. We're staying at this house. My girlfriend wakes up. She'd had her period.
Oh, that's
like
horrible.
This is like, we're in our late 40s. Yeah. Had her period. The sheets are dirty, right? And she's like, oh, I have to do the wash. I was like, were you making Mensa art? So that's what we call it now. Mensa art. Yeah. It's so gross. But you got to freaking laugh at it.
Well, we always have.
Oh my God. Like,
we don't
seriously.
laugh at it. It's so serious. Like, I think, I don't know if your mom was, but my mom was always so like serious about it. And it was like this thing. And I'm like, in some ways, I'm glad I don't have girls, but at the same time, I still talk about it with the boys. Like, it's just as important.
Yeah,
but
it is.
It is not fun to have.
No.
And I think it's the hormones around it that don't make it fun. Like, we go through so much in terms of hormones as you're younger, and then we go through this hormonal cycle in puberty as we're doing
and
the puberty
acne
thing.
and hairs, like facial hairs, like seriously.
I got bad acne when I was younger. I had really bad acne from it. I remember being on some sort of medication and they like, you can't be in the sun because it's going to burn you. Yeah, fuck. I went in the sun and burned it all off, man. I'll never forget. It was right before my prom and my back had acne and I went out and I remember my back burnt and it went away and never had acne again.
Tried it all out.
I'm like, I'll fix this. But my boys have had acne, hormonally, I think one's from hockey and always being sweaty.
Think guys have hormonal
they have
stuff that go on.
They have to have a hormonal cycle.
Yeah.
We do. We're not the only ones that can have it. We're all human, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they just don't shed a lining, right?
Yeah.
They just fucking go on with their day. I don't know. But it's been harder as I've gotten older, I think.
It's weeding the garden. That's what I call picking my chin hairs here. I don't know. Seriously. Well, like, God, what was your plan with this?
What is
the plan with this? I'm not understanding this at all. Is this attractive? No. Have we not been through enough? Like, what?
We'll just keep getting screwed as we get older.
Yeah.
I said to Lucas one day, I said to him, I go, listen, if I'm ever old enough and I can't do anything, I said, you make sure you fucking shave my chin or something. I said, that's the only thing I'm going to ask you. Pluck my hairs, take me for waxing, do something, but do not let that grow. I said, you can't do that to your mother. I go, I got to feel some sort of like femininity as I get older, right? If I can't do it, he looks at me and goes, Mom, be quiet. I'm like, yeah, just because you don't see it doesn't mean I don't got it. But it is what it is. And I think if you can laugh about it, and if you're open about it, and you realize it's just a natural part of life, that it just becomes easier. For me, I didn't really talk about, like, I don't know, because my weight has fluctuated so much in the last, I don't know, say 10 years. I was working out one time and I was so restrictive in my diet and I was so focused on working out every day that I didn't really notice it as much. I know I would notice when I was getting it. Like, I swear I gained like 15 pounds of fluid. My hands swell. I just feel like, but my other trainer that I dealt with, she was always like, Melissa, we need to fix the inside first before we can work on the outside. And she was a big advocate for going to have my hormones checked, check what I'm going. And when I did, have you ever done a Dutch test?
A Dutch test?
Yeah. So a Dutch test, I think you can just buy them, but I went to this place in Oakville. I actually went to another woman too, and I've done it twice. And you go to the bathroom at certain points in your cycle. So like, I don't know what it is. Don't quote me, but say your period comes at like the 15th. So you go a couple days before or something and you pee at different times. And then you send these like pee strips in, you mark the time down, and then they come back with this whole report on your cycle and where you are. And the last one I did, the woman that I was working with said, I think you're menopausal. I'm like, what? She goes, it's reading like that. And so I hadn't had a period I have had a period probably for the last 3 years on and off, but I had big like stints where it's like been 6 months, no period. And then this was like the biggest one I had recently. But also, being on a GLP-1, that was one thing the woman I worked with said. She says it also helps regulate hormones, especially going through perimenopause. So
well, they use it for PCOS. If you're diagnosed with PCOS,
I do have it. I was diagnosed with that, and I didn't realize that. So I think, yes, one component of it is weight loss, but for me, it was about my autoimmune conditions, because my rheumatologist said it's very, very important that you also go on that because it will help with the swelling. And then the PCOS.
Inflammatory related.
Which is crazy. And then I'm like, am I going to get my period? And they're like, probably. And then I was like, no. And then, yeah, screw you. I got you. 2 months, like 8 weeks after I was on it, I've had my period twice. So I agree, though. I think I've always said it makes me upset that my body didn't have it, because I feel like it does, this stuff needs to go. Like, I don't want that in me. Like, there's a purpose for it, right? As much as it's like icky and people don't like it, I don't think the body needs it in it, right? And it's important. Even the woman that I was working with said, like, that's how cancer can start, and ovarian cancer, just because it's just old stuff, right, that needs to come out. So as much as I don't like the pain that I'm in now, I'm like, I think I'm clearing the body. I'm feeling good. So it's poopy. It's poopy.
What's a rage moment?
Oh,
hormonal rage moment.
Every month? No.
Like,
every month I could tell you one. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, so now that it's done, am I allowed to have hormonal rage moments? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I have hot flashes. I know everybody talks about hot flashes in menopause, but I don't find. And then I think, okay, am I cheating the system somehow?
No, maybe that's just how your body is, right?
Right? Like, am I faking it? And like, am I not really? But
did you get hot flashes?
Well, I had what I thought were hot flashes for a long time. And like, I would spend winter in a vest. I would never have a coat because I was always so freaking hot. I was always in a t-shirt, bare feet, all throughout winter. Turns out I had high blood pressure. So,
whoops.
That's a good thing to keep your eye on.
You know what? Maybe that's why, I don't know, because I've never had high blood pressure. And then recently, I would say about a year ago, like December, January, I started getting high blood pressure. But I also, as at night, I was hot at night. I only find I get hot flashes. I don't have them anymore. I got them at night. And then very oddly during the day, like maybe I've had 5 during the day in the last year.
Yeah.
Mine were always at night. So maybe it was high blood pressure.
For nighttime, I don't sleep under the covers. I sleep on top of the covers with a cotton blanket on me.
Oh.
Which I don't know if that's why I don't get night sweats or any kind of those things. But like, I don't get anything during the day either.
No. I think maybe I had honestly 5 times during the day, but it feels like this heat.
And I know certain people really suffer from them. So I'm very grateful.
I'm the same. I feel like that too. I don't get them. I think I haven't had them in a long time, so I don't know. Like, I had it all at the beginning of the year, but I also had high blood pressure now that you say that. But now my blood pressure's back to normal.
Control.
Yeah, which is weird. I never really thought that.
I was shocked when I found out. So if you're a hot-blooded woman, you're going to be sure to get that checked out. You said you sleep
under a cotton sheet blanket. So I sleep under a duvet. I have a duvet. It's probably too hot for you, but I also have my fan on.
I do too.
I always sleep with my fan on.
Always, yes.
I have to have a fan on.
Blowing on my feet, not on my face.
Yeah. Well,
my feet have to breathe. My feet are out of the blanket always. Since I was young, they have to be out.
1, and then 2 when you get really hot, and then it's like, okay, then you cool down and it's like, I'm freezing cold, put the blanket on. I can't I can't sleep with my back open, out. I have to have my back covered. I don't know. Maybe it's a survival mode thing. But feet are always out. I could care less. And even my Enzo, oh my gosh, it's so funny. He will sleep with his feet out and his bum out. So his bum is always cold. And then Stella sleeps with her head out. And she, they're very different. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Have you ever, so you said you don't have hot flashes. I was going to ask you, do you have a mid-hot flash public moment? Have you ever had it in public around anybody?
Well, I'm just, for so many years, I was just used to being in t-shirts hot, and people are you right? I'm like, yeah, I just hot. And
I always liked I have my flip flops on today.
Yeah.
People always laugh. Oh, here she comes in the arena. I wear my flip flops in the arena. I hate my feet hot. I don't wear socks.
Me too.
I'm
Me
like,
either.
forget it. Like,
There's,
I could care
like,
less
1 or 2 times a year when I would wear socks.
when I'm sick. And I'm like,
Even in boots. Like, the boots are lined. What do you need socks for?
I don't have socks. I have one pair of very thin socks that if I'm like, oh, I gotta wear them. Sometimes I feel bad. Like, if I go to show home, I'm like, I should probably wear socks, right? But then I'm like, if I wear socks, what if I fell down the
Then
stairs?
it feels so awkward too, doesn't it? It's like, oh, what are these things on my feet?
Take them off as soon as you get in the car. Like, even like if I work out, I wear my running shoes and then I have flip flops in the car. I put my flip flops on right away. I'm like, if I could work out in flip flops, I would, because I hate being hot. Oh, we're talking about. This is kind of interesting.
Mood swings 0 to 60
all the time. No, I don't do it all the time. I do it definitely around my period. And in the last little while, I acknowledge it because I realize what I'm doing. I've learned to say to my family, just give me like time. And I find I am super emotional. There's one day before I get my period where it's like, I could eat everything in the house. I could kill everybody in the house. Like, I could just like tell everyone where to go. I get angry. I don't want to like talk to anyone. I just like, leave me alone, please and thank you.
I'll get to a point where it's like a buildup, and it's a buildup and a buildup, and I know that I need to release the valve.
Yeah.
And it's crying.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
And I have a playlist of super sad songs that will make me cry.
Really?
Yeah. So that
I
can sit there, just be alone, and I can't cry in front of others.
Wow.
I just gotta sit curled up in a ball, put on this playlist, get it out, and go. And that's a funny story because we got nominated with She's Got Legs as one of the Chamber Business Awards.
Yeah.
So I got interviewed. And I was interviewed, and I can't remember if the award was Women in Leadership or something like that. So I was interviewed by 2 men, and I was like, what, a little bit weird, right, for the award. And I said to him, I said, well, it's a little awkward because I'm pretty sure when I have a bad day and what I do as a woman when I go home is pretty different from what you would do if you had a bad day. Like, you're not probably going to go home, run a bubble bath, and, grab a glass of wine, or mine's Fireball. I'll put Fireball on ice and cry, right? Because you just got to get that emotion out.
Yeah. It's important to get the emotion out. I think if you keep it in, it's not good. You feel it, like you said, it builds up, it boils, and then you explode.
Yeah.
Me, I lose it on everything. I'm just like, the sheets weren't dried the way I wanted them, or they didn't do the laundry, or I come home and the house is a mess. Like, anything will trigger me.
And it's amazing what, like, especially in those pre-period weeks, right? When your hormones are just going
do we have
crazy.
A week when we don't have hormone issues? Like 5 days or something in the whole month? We're either pre, post, and you're just like, There's this 1 or 2 days where you're like, oh, I feel light, I feel like great, and then it's like, here we go again. Like, why is there such a crazy cycle with it? Like, why did we get it all? Why did we get it all? Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining us today at the Nucking Futz podcast.
If you like this podcast, please share by liking and subscribing. Feel free to leave any comments and reach us at hello@thenuckingfutz.com.
Just a reminder, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. If you are struggling, know that you are not alone. Please reach out for professional help.
You can join our newsletter at thenuckingfutz.com to follow our journey. Looking for Donna at work? You can find her great leggings and leisure wear as well at She's Got Legs.
Looking for me, Melissa Hall? You can reach me at Brag About It Jewelry, or I am Melissa Hall for real estate.